Okay, well, I haven't done one of these in a long time, quite a few months actually. I'm sorry for that. There really hasn't been a lot in professional wrestling that's really pissed me off or made me want to, speak out about current wrestling events. But a few things have happened. This is another rendition of The Wrestling Fan Shoots On. Okay, what am I shooting all over this time? This news is actually about a week old, and I'm sorry I didn't get to this before I wanted to, but shit happens. Now, as you all know, CM Punk is, at least I think you guys know this, CM Punk is my favorite wrestler. I know a lot of people don't like him, they hate him, blah, 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 but I know in real life he's a dick or a pretentious prick. I don't give a shit. I like the wrestler. I even like the man. I've never met him, but I like him. I like what he's done for wrestling. He's done a lot. I'm not saying he's going to be remembered for like making or having Hulk Hogan type of business or Stone Cold type of business, but he's done good business and he's fought his fucking way to the top. He clawed to the very top. I respect him for that, and I really just love any match I've ever seen of his. I don't think I've ever seen a bad one. I love him to death. Now, last week on Raw, at the very end of it, and some people had some opinions about that Raw, the stuff between him and Vince. It was stupid, it was great. I personally really liked it. Him beating up a 65-year-old man is kind of stupid, but it reminded me of the Attitude Era days, and that crowd was just fucking jacked, man. I mean, it's like they got an adrenaline shot to all their veins. It was amazing. And the talking between Punk and Vince beforehand was fantastic on both ends. But when he was up in the crowd, the fans were getting a little bit handsy, and the guy behind him, you see Punk here, he turns around about 3 fucking times and like to let the people know, like, stop. And he even shoved one guy because these fucking idiotic fans are wanting to stand for him going, I won, I never won, look at me, I'm on camera. Idiots. But Punk eventually backhanded the guy behind him who was trying to, like, oh, I'm putting on shades, I didn't mean to hit you. Now, from what I've heard, he didn't actually hit CM Punk, never shoved him. From what I've seen, that's true. So that fan didn't exactly deserve being backhanded and shoved in the face. And it was hilarious to see Vince's face the moment he saw it. It was just like, CM Punk, I'm gonna get you. And that part was really funny. But do I blame CM Punk for it? No. I don't blame him in the slightest. Now, he shouldn't have done it, but you will see that after he did that, none of those fans fucked with him. Not one. They just kind of stood there like, at first they were just like, number one, I'm on camera. After that bitch slap heard around the world, they were, very proper and very respectful, which they should have been anyway. I'm sorry, fans. I'm a wrestling fan too, and the closest I've ever gotten was in the 3rd row of a SmackDown ECW taping years ago. And yeah, I didn't think I'd be one of those people, but I saw myself on camera and I kept going, hi, hi, but to me that's different. If a wrestler ran past me, I understand like wanting to even touch him, like, oh my god, I touched CM Punk, oh my god, I get that. But actually getting in front of him, and you idiots were getting in the way of the segment. I think that's what CM Punk was so pissed off about, was that you guys were fucking up the segment between him and Vince. They were trying to end the show. They're on a time schedule here, okay? But the guy who apparently did shove CM Punk in the back of the head, and CM Punk said he heard people say, let's like toss him down the fucking stairs. I don't blame him for getting scared. And I still don't know where the hell security was, if that was a decision on their WWE's part, CM Punk's part, or if the security there just really sucked ass. But if they really sucked ass, then people need to get fired or something, because that's mainly their fault. There should have been security up there keeping the fans at bay. But I digress. That fan went to Twitter to brag about it. Dude, I don't know who you are. I didn't even look up, who your name is or what your Twitter handle is, but you're a big man. You shoved a wrestler in the back of the head and got away with it. Oh my god. You know what? You could be really successful or you could be a complete loser. I mean, look at me. I'm not much of anything, but you're a fucking moron. You are retarded. And I'm not saying that, like, I don't mean that you're mentally challenged. I don't make fun of mentally challenged people. You're just retarded to go on Twitter and brag about that and to do it in the first place. You're a really big man guy. I hope it was the highlight of your life, because it's probably the biggest highlight that you're going to get. Good job, loser. I can't stand fans like that. This isn't even me shooting or shitting all over the incident in particular. It's really those type of fans. And I'm sorry if some of you are those type of fans. I'm going to stick to my opinion. It's my fucking show. Those fans that get in the way of the shows and get in the way of the wrestlers trying to wrestle, what is wrong with you people? I don't understand. So you can go home and brag about it to your family or to your friends? What is the point of all that? What is wrong with you people? That really pissed me off watching that online. Just a bunch of fans in front of CM Punk and all these guys getting in front of him and fucking up the segment, and then the people shoving, and it's just like, what are you guys doing? Just enjoy the damn show. You paid good money for your tickets. Even if you didn't pay good money for your tickets, you still paid money. What is wrong with you people? Those fans piss me off. They're not real wrestling fans. They just go, they want to get drunk and wrestlers. I don't know. Maybe I'm not making much sense, but it's just really irritating. I don't blame CM Punk in the slightest. He apologized for it. But then the guy who actually got hit, and he didn't do it. From what I saw, he didn't do anything. He even at one part like apologized to Punk, like, oh, I'm so sorry, because people were shoving him. Fine. And he said he wasn't going to press charges. And the very next day, and this has probably changed, I haven't heard, he was thinking about suing WWE, or suing CM Punk. Well, I don't know much about the court of law. I mean, I've watched Law and Order a lot. But I think in court it would look really bad if you decided not to press charges and then you decide to sue. That doesn't really make sense to me. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. And then I heard too, like, he's been complaining, like, well, I got hit so hard, like, my legs are hurting. And maybe that was false information, but dude, if that's true, get a fucking life, man. And I mean, look at me, I don't have much of one either, but get a life. If you CM Punk hits you hard, but not that hard, stop being a pussy. Alright, stop being a little bitch, stop being a little baby. I would love to get hit in the face by CM Punk or any wrestler. It would hurt. I mean, if they really attacked me, I'd probably be pissed off, but if I was doing what you were doing, you were standing right behind CM Punk anyway and getting shoved, you should have went like this. Ooh, I just got shoved, hit CM Punk, he's mad. I understand not thinking about that in the heat of the moment, but you should have done something. If people were still continuously shoving you and you were the one hitting CM Punk, you should have known. I like how fans don't think wrestlers are actually going to protect themselves or fight back. Most of them know how to fight. And even if they don't, they're big guys, they're probably going to kick your ass. I've never understood these people who want to challenge wrestlers or who want to really, you know, like poke wrestlers and just keep poking and poking and poking and think nothing's going to happen. And it's hilarious to see when something finally does happen. And I was laughing my ass off when I saw what CM Punk did. I didn't blame him in the slightest. It sucks that the wrong fan got hit. I think he should get like WrestleMania tickets for next year or something. He should get something from WWE. I mean, an autograph, I don't know, something, because he shouldn't have gotten hit. But if that stuff is true, man, just stop being a pussy and just let it go. You know, take your 15 minutes of fame and then go away, okay? And the other guy on Twitter, these are both for you, buddy. You're an asshole, and people like you make me sick, and I wish you didn't live on this planet. But I don't blame CM Punk, and the incident is funny. It got WWE some publicity. I wish I could watch Raw tonight to see what's going on. I mean, they really can't afford to punish CM Punk, which they shouldn't anyway. He's the biggest star they have right now, whether any of you want to admit it or not. He is. John Cena's out with an injury. You know, they have Ryback, and I'm not going to get into that. But that's my shoot on the incident, which is mainly my shoot on those types of fans or whatever. I think it's fucking bullshit when fans act like that. It's like you guys feel like since you paid, you know, you're allowed to do whatever you want. You're not at all. Whether it's at an independent event or something like WWE, you're not allowed to do whatever you want. There are rules, okay? And guys, just quit being fuckheads and ruining it for the rest of us, alright? So, I shot all over that. Felt really good to do that after a few months. Bye.
Space Monkey Mafia Studio.
What is that?